Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. It is Thursday afternoon, but we are starting a great weekend here at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, the second edition of the Florida Cyrus Stakes. But we got to deal with Thursday's 11 race cards, so let's quickly go to those track and weather conditions.
We start the racing week in South Florida with a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. Temperatures here today in the upper 80s. First of 11 on turf at 1 mile, starter allowance optional claiming event with a field of 7. First race favorites included the 3 Bird Humor and the 5 Who's Your Drama.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the rail, Racing's My Game springs out to take the lead from Lost for Words, who comes away in the center of the course to race in second. The favorite Who's Your Drama is dropped over to the rail to race third in the early going. Followed by Bird Humor and Regal Kitten, and the 2 at the back are Dream Shot and Little John W. Around the first turn they go, loose up top. Racing's My Game throttles clear to a 4-length lead. Lost for Words will cut his own trip, racing in second from Who's Your Drama third. Regal Kitten on the outside, fourth for Camacho, 2 in front of Bird Humor. Then his stablemate Little John W. and Dream Shot is at the rail as Racing's My Game and Jaramillo, offensive-minded, they've opened a 9-length lead now. Racing's My Game is isolated through a 23-2 opening quarter, bumps the margin to 10. Racing in second is Lost for Words at the inside. Who's Your Drama third, trying to keep his inside spot. Gaffleone secures the rail again, and he's about 8 or 9 lengths behind this breakaway leader. Out wide on the course and trying to move up is Regal Kitten, 2 in front of Bird Humor, then Dream Shot and Little John W. Around the far turn they go. Racing My Game has the lead. The strides are about 5 or 6 ahead of the nearest pursuer, Who's Your Drama, who's now second. Lost for Words third as they start to tighten in on the top horse. Looking for room is Bird Humor. Regal Kitten is out wide. Then back to Dream Shot. Little John W. is at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. Racing's My Game only leads now 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and Bird Humor 3 wide and up to challenge. Who's Your Drama between horses. Dream Shot from the back with Little John W. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Bird Humor strides into the lead now under Jorge Ruiz. Who's Your Drama is back to second. Dream Shot trying to get up to that spot, but Bird Humor is clear. Bird Humor to win it by 2 in the end. It's very close for second. Maybe Who's Your Drama over Dream Shot, then Regal Kitten, and Racing's My Game in 136 flat.
Number 3, Bird Humor, gets a very good trip under jockey Jorge Ruiz. He made the winning move off the top of the turn as he moved out from behind cover, and the son of Distorted Humor kicked it into another gear for trainer Reed Nagel and Big Lick Farm. 5 Who's Your Drama second ahead of the 2 Dream Shot, who just missed. Getting up for second, he had to settle for third. To the second race and the start of the early pick 4, 7 furlongs over the main track, starter allowance optional claiming event. Scratch the 4 Alzable, a field of 6, hammered to the odds-on favorite, number 2, Mal Guapo.
They're up. Mal Guapo was away just okay down at the inside. Hornerman showing speed within a swagger between horses. Up on the outside, Crazy Frank C. Mal Guapo is sandwiched between horses, and he's off the pace today. Bama Bounds on his outside, and Papa Pig drops back last of all as Edgar Zayas rushing Mal Guapo through between horses. He secures the 2-path in a flanking position behind In a Swagger. It's In a Swagger in front to half a length on the outside. Mal Guapo is now second. Crazy Frank C is third. At the inside, Hornerman is now fourth, working a length and a half better than Bama Bound, and Papa Pig is closer than usual. He's about 8 or 9 lengths off the lead through an opening quarter in a very ordinary 23-2. Around the far turn they go. In a Swagger and Jose Alvarez have a narrow lead. Mal Guapo comes to call on the outside second. 3 wide, and on the attack is Crazy Frank C. 2.5 lengths back to Bama Bound, who's rallied into fourth around Hornerman, and Papa Pig and Jesus Rios start to get underway as Zayas takes a peek over his shoulder on Mal Guapo, who just took the lead from In a Swagger and is holding off the challenge of Crazy Frank C, at least at this point, through a 45 4/2 mile. They straighten for the drive. Mal Guapo has the lead by 2. Papa Pig's got no place to go. Down the outside in Crazy Frank C, now racetrack for Papa Pig, but he's got too much ground to make up with just a 1/16 of a mile to go. Mal Guapo is clear to the finish. Crazy Frank C second. Battles on for third. Mal Guapo wins. Crazy Frank C second. Hornerman third, then Papa Pig, and Bama Bound at 123 flat.
Number 2, Mal Guapo had a couple of anxious moments at the start of the race as he broke in traffic and then had to rush up. It was just much the best horse, and the 7-year-old veteran takes care of business under Edgar Zayas for Oscar Gonzalez and Sensinea Racing Stable. Second, number 7, Crazy Frank C ahead of the 1, Hornerman, who finished third. Time for a timeout. When we come back, the Thursday card rolls on. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
We're back now for the third race on turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch number 10, My Niece Luann. A field of 9 signed on here. The favorites included the 8, Fun and Games, and the 9, Tequila Tacos.
And they're off. From the outside, Indian Myth begins the best, moving between horses. Honey Hearts is up the challenge. Away in third is Fun and Games with Tequila and Tacos, and Estelle's in town from down toward the inside. These top flight horses have gone 4 ahead of Duchess of Sparkle, who's racing in front of Little Victoria with It's About Me down at the rail, and it's 2 to the trailer, Leave It to BB. They make their way past the half mile and swing to the far turn. Honey Hearts has inside position and a narrow lead. 3 wide is Tequila and Tacos, Indian Myth between that pair. Fun and Games has horse, no place to prove it yet. Fourth, only 2 lengths behind. A gap of 5 to Estelle's in town ahead of It's About Me and Little Victoria. Then Duchess of Sparkle and Leave It to BB as they turn for home. Fun and Games getting ready to make a charge while moving down to the outside. The leader Tequila and Tacos on the outside and Fun and Games back for more Honey Hearts. These 3 with 1/8 of a mile to go. Fun and Games now roused to the front. Back to second is Honey Hearts. Here's a late run from It's About Me. Wandering to the outside is Tequila and Tacos. It's About Me gets around her and up into third, but Fun and Games the winner. Fun and Games and Gaffleone 3 in front. Honey Heart second. It's About Me third. Little Victoria runs on to be fourth in 57-4.
Number 8, Fun and Games, looked like a winner from about the 5/16 to the wire. Tyler Gaffleone put the daughter of Rattlesnake Bridge into the clear off the top of the turn, and she kicked into another gear. And Tyler Gaffleone registers his first win of the week. Many more to come, we're sure. This one for Robin Team Show Racing, who's back in the South Florida winner's circle under trainer Rodolfo Garcia. To the fourth race now at 6 furlongs, and allowance optional claiming runners. A field of 6. The betting favorite was the 6 on the comeback try, Nikki Bella.
And they're up. From the far outside, Nikki Bella and Queen Roller, the first 2 to begin from Worth Avenue, who comes away in third. Truge is out of there fourth, and the back markers are Last Kish and Fergalicious. Down the backstretch they go, and Queen Roller has the lead, leads by a neck over Nikki Bella second. Worth Avenue getting a great setup behind the speed, a bit keen under Alvarez, third and 2 behind. The trio at the back include Last Kiss, Fergalicious, and Truge. The opening quarter was rock solid, 22-1 as they round the far turn, and Nikki Bella now goes on the offensive to take the lead. Worth Avenue wants off the fence and now tries to make a move 3 wide, sending Fergalicious 4 wide. Truge will follow that move between horses for Panici, and Last Kiss is held up at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. Nikki Bella has the lead. Worth Avenue to the attack second. Fergalicious is next, and Truge will duck to the inside through a 45-second half mile. Nikki Bella's still there. Nikki Bella has it a length and a half. Worth Avenue will take another run on the outside second, and Truge is back third. But through the final 16th of a mile, Nikki Bella is strong. Nikki Bella kicking clear with authority. Nikki Bella will win it off the layoff by 2.5. Worth Avenue second, third, Fergalicious ahead of Last Kiss. 109-3 was the running time.
Number 6, Nikki Bella tells the field that they can look but can't touch as she comes back ready to roll under Abisael Jaramillo and fends off all challenges under trainer Victor Barbosa's tutelage. This one owned by Servicios y Construcciones La Esmeralda. Second, number 2, Worth Avenue off a good trip ahead of the 4, Truge, who ran third. To the 5th race now on the start of another pick 3, a mile on turf. Allowance optional claiming event, scratch the 4, 5, and 8. A field of 5. The favorites included the 1, Righteous Ruth, and the 3, Cajun Queen.
And they're up. Majestic Mayara and Kenitra, the first two to begin. Righteous Ruth is away at the rail with Cajun Queen between horses. And Sweet Story, taken in hand by Jose Bautista, last of the five as Kenitra marches forward. Kenitra into the first turn with a lead by a length and a quarter. Racing in second is Cajun Queen. Righteous Ruth is at the rail and inside of Majestic Mayara, who's racing fourth and only about 2 lengths behind. It's another 2.5 to the trailer, Sweet Story, as they round that first turn. Jockey Amisai Al Jaramillo trying to harness the speed of Kenitra. She leads by a length and a half. Cajun Queen also under restraint second. Righteous Ruth tucked in third. Majestic Mayara's on her outside behind an opening quarter in 24 and 3. And Sweet Story is last of all riders content with their positions as they race down the backstretch. Kenitra has the lead by a length. Cajun Queen is second. Righteous Ruth secures the inside running now third. She'll need a way through at some point. Majestic Mayara is 3 wide and Sweet Story is last. There's been no change in the plot as they move inside half a mile from home through a 48 and 3 opening half mile. That's a 24-second interior quarter, and Kenitra leads a half a length. On the outside, and Cajun Queen given the green light to try to go after the leader second. Righteous Ruth has not been given the green light. She's still under restraint third, and up on the outside, Majestic Mayara. Sweet Story at the back is starting to run on as they run to the top of the stretch. Cajun Queen now quickens to take the lead. Righteous Ruth ready to pounce now after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 1. Here comes Righteous Ruth, swung to the center now to get after the leader Cajun Queen. Down the outside and Sweet Story with 1/8 of a mile to go. Sweet Story and Righteous Ruth coming after Cajun Queen. Righteous Ruth for a narrow lead. Sweet Story begins to motor on the outside. Here's Sweet Story at Righteous Ruth. Righteous Ruth, Sweet Story! Too close to call, heads bobbing up and down there. Righteous Ruth inside, Sweet Story on the outside. Cajun Queen third and 1:36 and 2.
Very close photo in today's 5th race. In the end, number 1, Righteous Ruth handled the victory in a narrow fashion under Tyler Gaffleone. He gets his second winner today. Jonathan Thomas trained the daughter of Tiz Now for owners Robert and Rwanda Lowe. 2, Sweet Story ran huge to just miss ahead of the 3, Cajun Queen, who got first run but had to settle for third. The early pick 4, $35.45, and the early pick 5, $207.55. Those are 50-cent returns.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of the Rainbow Six, a maiden claiming event over the main track at 6.5 furlongs. Claiming price here is $35,000. A field of 8 went to the gate. The favorites included the 2, Despoina, and the 7, Lucky Stiff.
And they're off. Don't charge it off a step slow, and Caitlin's at the bar was checked back to second last. Good start for Despoina, but Despoina who hits the ground running and puts a neck in front while a bit keen. Honor Causeway joins her, and now Honor Causeway puts ahead in front. Despoina will settle up shop second, 2.5 in front of White Heel Girl, who's now third. Lucky Stiff is fourth, working 2 ahead of Study the Stars. Then it's Legenda, who's about 7 or 8 lengths off the lead. And at the back of the field are Don't Charge It and Caitlin's at the bar. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter as they swing past the half-mile pole. Up front, Honor Causeway leads by a head. Despoina's on the attack second. Third is White Hero Girl, a length and a half better than Lucky Stiff, racing from fourth. It's a gap of 4. La Legenda getting ahead of Study the Stars with Don't Charge It out wide, and Caitlin's at the bar is still last as they run to the top of the stretch. 46 and 2 for the opening half mile. Here's White Heel Girl, let go by Sammy Camacho to get after and take the lead. From the back, Don't Charge It starts to charge hard, so 2 upset possibilities here as they straighten for the drive. It's White Heel Girl who leads 2.5. Don't Charge It's up into second. The rest at a 1 pace from the back, and Caitlin's at the bar, but White Heel Girl is 18 to 1 and kicking away. Longest shot in the field to kick off the Thursday Rainbow Six. White Heel Girl wrapped up in the end. Well clear of Don't Charge It second, who herself was clear of Honor Causeway. Close after that involving Legenda and Lucky Stiff in 119 flat.
Long shots everywhere to start the Rainbow Six. The longest shot in the race, in fact, gets the money. Number 3, White Heel Girl, comes off cover, turning for home. Sammy Camacho sets her down for the drive, and she draws away for trainer Alejandro Reyes and 4 guys. Second was number 8, Don't Charge It, at a big number ahead of the 1, Honor Causeway, who completes a nice try in race 6. We move now to the 7th race and the start of the late pick 5, a mile and an eighth over the turf. $10,000 claimer set to go postward. We had a field of 9 here. Favorites included the 2, Telling Tony, and the 5, LaSalle.
And they're off. Breaking inward at the start was Britannia's Moat. From the center of the race course, Telling Tony begins nicely. Lay It Down has speed with LaSalle moving up. From behind the speed is Bakit. Down at the rail goes Darnell Spirit, and Britannia's Moot is moving forward. It's a stretch of another 2 to Valordo, racing ahead of 2 Jacks Wild, and the early trailer is Abtal. They circle the first turn now and Lay It Down. Now comes on to take the lead from LaSalle, who races in second. Telling Tony the gray backs off into third. Britannia's Moat is 3 wide from between horses Bakit. Then to the outside and 2 Jacks Wild around Valordo at the rail and Darnell Spirit. And detached from the top flight is Abtal, and he's about 8 lengths off the lead of Lay It Down. Lay It Down completes the opening quarter in 24 and 4. Straightens for the backstretch in front by a neck. On the outside in second position now is LaSalle, 3 wide, and Britannia's Moat third. Telling Tony at the inside is now 4th ahead of Bakit in 5th. 2 Jacks Wild plots a wide course today, racing ahead of Darnell Spirit, who's at the rail. Valordo is unhurried under Ray Ganpath, only about 5 lengths behind, and it's another 4 to the trailer, Abtal. Less than half a mile to go. The opening half mile went in 49 and 4 as they swing around the far turn. Lay It Down has a narrow lead on the outside, and LaSalle quickens the pace, and these 2 go on, working 3 ahead of Telling Tony. At the rail, Darnell Spirit is into 4th, getting around Britannia's Moat. Wide as 2 Jacks Wild. From the back, and Abtal with Valordo as they turn in. 3/4, 112 and 1. LaSalle takes the lead. Telling Tony is 3 wide. Darnell Spirit in the green, trying to find some racetrack. Down the outside, and Telling Tony with an 1/8 of a mile to go. LaSalle has the lead. Telling Tony on the outside, in tight between Darnell Spirit. Final 16th of a mile. It's LaSalle with the lead. Telling Tony with the late surge on the outside. Telling Tony at LaSalle. LaSalle Telling Tony! Too tight to call. Telling Tony outside. LaSalle inside. Nip and tuck all the way down the stretch in 150 flat.
Very close finish in today's 7th race. In fact, too close to separate as number 2, Telling Tony, and a 5, LaSalle, finish on equal terms for the winning spot. Antonio Sano trained Telling Tony for Guarneri Stables and had Edgar Zayas on board. And Luca Panici rode LaSalle for Diamond Racing and Leo Gabriel Jr. We move now to the 8th race and the start of the late pick 4, 5.5 furlongs to the journey. Maiden claimers at the $10,000 level. Rider change on 2, Hoppin' Mad to Luca Panici. Field of 8. The favorite was the 7, Barroom Bouncer.
And they're off. Off a step slow was Captain Corbin. Good start for the favorite Barroom Bouncer, and he's throttled open here by jockey Miguel Vasquez, the lead by a length over Iron Throne in second. Gasparilla Trove is out of there third. Harrison is now 4th, working quickly 4 lengths ahead of Hoppin' Mad, who gets in front of Yes, He's So Cool. Then a little off the top, and after a subpar beginning, Captain Corbin is last as Barroom Bouncer makes a break for it through the opening quarter in 22 flat. Barroom Bouncer opens a 7-length lead now. Everyone else ridden hard, led by Iron Throne, then Gasparilla Trove. Harrison on the outside, 2.5 back to Hoppin' Mad, well clear of a little off the top, and Yes, He's So Cool. And Captain Corbin has taken no part with a 1/4 mile left to go. Can Barroom Bouncer keep it up? He's 4 to 5 and off the turn with a 4-length lead. To the attack now, Harrison toward the inside, and Gasparilla Trove down the outside, and Hoppin' Mad. Final furlong, Barroom Bouncer begins to do the wobbles. Barroom Bouncer 2.5, now by 2. Harrison takes dead aim. Gasparilla Trove is at the rail. 3 chances. Harrison in time. Close then for second. Gasparilla Trove or Barroom Bouncer. Hoppin' Mad 4th in 105 and 2.
Number 7, Barroom Bouncer, goes too fast, too soon, and gets reeled in deep stretch by number 4, Harrison, who's up for the win, giving Tyler Gaffleone his 3rd winner today. This one for Peter Walder and Aventura Stable and Treblana Stable. It was 1, Gasparilla Trove, who rode the rail to get up for second over number 7, Barroom Bouncer, who ran 3rd. We move now to the 9th race on the program, start of the late pick 3, 5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a $20,000 price tag. Scratch number 2, Mud in Your Eye. Rider change on 8, City Rock to Roberto Alvarado Jr. Favorites included the 3, Graphite Strike, and the 6, Stoneheart.
From the center, Shackelford Storm gets the first call. Graphite Strike is showing speed today. In between horses, Blinding moves up into the top flight, and up on the outside, Wildcat Saint. Far outside, that's City Rock. Down at the inside goes Triumphant Joy ahead of Twist Cat Candy. Then it's Stoneheart and Tempter, and the early trailer is Smart Dude. In a surprise move, Graphite Strike offensive-minded today. He has inside position and the lead under Jorge Ruiz over Blinding, who's 2 wide second, 3 wide third is Shackelford Storm. Then back to Wildcat Saint. Triumphant Joy is toward the rail. Tempter works between horses. Out wide is City Rock. Down inside, Stoneheart starts to pick through rivals. Needs a way through here. Only about 4 lengths behind, and the Aqua Colors looking for room is Stoneheart. Then comes Twist Cat Candy, and at the back is Smart Dude. Many chances with Graphite Strike in front. Graphite Strike past the 8th pole on a 2-length lead. Stoneheart shaking loose, but time ticking away. Inside the final 16th, Graphite Strike a length and a half. Graphite Strike now by a length, but he's got enough. Graphite Strike will win it. Triumphant Joy second, Stoneheart third, fourth Shackelford Storm, and then fifth was Tempter and 56-4.
Number 3, Graphite Strike, usually rallies from well off the pace, but today Jorge Ruiz tried a new tactic, and that tactic worked as he sent Graphite Strike away running. He secured the lead and the rail and held on for the victory for trainer Ruben Gracita and owner Anthony DePaula. Second was number 6, Stoneheart, who shook loose too late to get to Graphite Strike, who was a game winner. Time for a timeout. When we come back, the Late Daily Double, the Thursday feature, up next, right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 10 of the afternoon, the start of the Late Daily Double, an allowance race, and the Thursday feature. Scratch number 2, Sal's Jet. Scratch the 7, Blind Ruckus. Rider change on 4, Off Duty to Raul Mena. Field of 5. Favorites included the 3, Dangerous Ben, and the 5, Nick's the Card Shark.
And they're off. Dangerous Ben gets the first call. Off Duty sent by Raul Mena with Successful Roman moving at the rail. Nick the Card Shark out-sprinted today. He'll land 4th. And Don't Come Knockin' is last of the 5 as they fly down the backstretch. The speed of the speed is Successful Roman, who leads a half a length. Off Duty moves to him second. Zayas will back off with Dangerous Ben. He'll take a trail pocketed up third. 2.5 to Nick the Card Shark, ridden under Miguel Vasquez and not keeping up. And 3 to the trailer, Don't Come Knockin'. 22 seconds flat for a rock-solid opening quarter. Jose Alvarez and Successful Roman trying to do it every step. On the outside and Off Duty second, Dangerous Ben now off cover, guided 3 wide and on the attack. 2.5 to Nick the Card Shark. He'll look inside under Miguel Vasquez, and 3 to the trailer, Don't Come Knockin' as they turn for home. Quarter of a mile away, they whistled a half mile, and 44-4. And up top, Successful Roman surviving so far. Leads by 2 and is put to pressure. Dangerous Ben to the attack second. On the outside and rolling late is Don't Come Knockin'. Final furlong, Successful Roman is still there. Dangerous Ben is flat to the boards. He's not gaining ground. Successful Roman all the way. Second, Dangerous Ben up third, Don't Come Knockin'. Then Nick the Card Shark and Off Duty in 110 flat.
It's a big-time performance from the 3-year-old son of Successful Appeal as number 1, Successful Roman, takes all the licking and keeps on ticking, going 44 and change for the opening half mile and living to tell the tale under Jose Alvarez for Dennis Manning and Flea Market Racing. Successful Roman bottoms out the field. 11th and final race at 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Rider change on 11. New York Gem de Luis Figueroa scratched the 13 Bourbon Trace. A field of 12, the favorite was the 7 Sweet Abdication.
And runners away. From the center, Anazel gets the first call. Moving up on the outside, that's Easter Act to join the top flight. In between horses and working closer is Validity. These three across the course as they run to the first turn. Very wide around that turn was Serenity Moon. New York Gem just to her inside. Sweet Abdication was about 4 wide as well as Anazel leads around the first turn. It's Anazel in front of Validity, 3 parts of length. Then it's Easter Act third. At the inside fourth is Ashley's Rose. She's got the luck is parked between horses. Sweet Abdication's on her outside. Then back at the outside goes Leaving Dixie. Serenity Moon is widest of all. Down at the inside is Personal Princess. New York Gem gets started no more than 6.5 lengths off the lead while working about 6 deep. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Spring Hollow. She's second last, and last of all is Bridge of Sighs as they race to the half-mile mark. Anazel and jockey Abby Medina in front to the opening half mile after an opening quarter in 24 seconds. On the outside, Validity second, Easter Act 3 wide third. Ashley's Rose is out the rail fourth through a 48 and 3 half mile. She's got the luck, is very much close enough if good enough. Needs a little racing room though. Up on her outside is Leaving Dixie, then back to Sweet Abdication. The favorite's about 6.5 lengths off the pace setter while working into the clear for Panici as they run to the top of the stretch. Up to take over is Easter Act, puts away Anazel and opens 2 on She's Got the Luck, who tries to go after second. A wall of pursuers. Sweet Abdication got sent about 9 wide. That's because Spring Hollow came off cover to rally home. Meanwhile, Easter Act kicks it into another gear. It's Easter Act and Sammy Camacho for Alejandro Reyes. They won one earlier. They'll win one later. It's the final race to Easter Act. She's in front 2.5. She's Got the Luck second. Ashley's Rose third, then Leaving Dixie. I think Sweet Abdication outfinishes Bridge of Sighs to complete the high 5 in 132 and 4.
Number 9, Easter Act flees the scene inside the final 3/16 of a mile, and jockey Sammy Camacho poses for the picture in the closing yards. For trainer Alejandro Reyes and owner 4 Guys, that team won race 6. They win race 11 with Easter Act. No winners in the high 5 triggers a Friday carryover of $2,774.59. Late pick 5, $964.35. The Rainbow 6 got hit multiple times, 20-cent return, $9,359.62. That triggers a Friday carryover of $55,092.29.
And that wraps up the Thursday card. Remember, on Friday, our special first race post, 2:15 p.m. It is Twilight Friday. We have lots of things going on, music, fun, and guess what else? It's Beat the Expert Day, and I'm the expert you got to try and beat. So you got to be at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.